and I love this country. I love the fact that I can like fellowship with people from every nation, but Canadian people and people with good values need to stand up for true.
Utterly major tournament from 15 games with Luis de la Fuente.
During a World Cup final broadcast here in Mississauga at Celebration Square, just outside City Hall, a video made the rounds on the internet of a man carrying a Jerusalem flag being brutally attacked by fellow members of the crowd. Security, police, nowhere in sight. So this man had to fight off his attackers by himself with the help of Good Samaritans. You may be surprised to know that he is in fact not Jewish, but a longtime Christian ally of the Jewish people. His name is Oscar, and the first time that we met was actually at Bathurst and Shepherd in the middle of winter, where he was bravely standing alongside the Jewish community here in Toronto with the very same flag that was stolen that day. Scarlett Grace for Rebel News. Like I said, I am here in Mississauga at Celebration Square, where many an event take place, including a broadcast of the final World Cup match between Spain and Argentina, where a Colombian man, Oscar, who is, again, a longtime supporter of the Jewish people, came here to watch the match. At the end of the match, he held up his flag merely to get a picture. All kinds of flags are generally at these matches, not just the flags of the countries that are playing, and he waved his flag as well, very briefly at the end of the match, just to grab a picture, but that of course did not go unnoticed by Palestine, Hamas, supporters in the crowd, who attacked him repeatedly until he was finally able to get free, thanks to the help of the Good Samaritans who were also in the crowd, because as he will tell you, police and security did nothing to help him.
Okay, that day was Sunday. I was very, very happy because my country, Colombia, will move the embassy to Jerusalem, the eternal capital of Israel. And because the final, I just bring my Jerusalem flag. I love the Jews, I pray for them, and I support them. And I have my teacher, the Lion of Judah. When I can, I have my flag folded, but they just see this teacher and start to like talking between them. At the end of the game, I unfolded the flag and I say, somebody, can you take a picture of me? In less than a minute, I was surrounded with Muslim pro-Palestinian guys with Palestinian flags, yelling at me. They start to hitting me with a chair. They spit on me and they just get in my space and harass me and push me back. I moved from that space to other space and they just keep following me, and the harassing will be escalating, the attack will be escalating, and move to a third place, and they keep following me, speeding on me. I just say, wow, this is, I see where in which moment the security or the police will show up, because probably it was 10 minutes harassing. In one point, they stole my sunglasses and my Jerusalem flag. And I tried to get back my Jerusalem flag. They tried to put me down, they hit me from one place another. When suddenly a guy with the head covering like the terrorists of Hamas was approaching on me, I said, this is the end. At least I got to fight to defend myself, and I start to fight with him. They threw me down to the floor, and many people start to hitting me. I cover my head, they hitting me everywhere, but thanks God that, still there is good citizen that stop it and avoid that I was more damaged and more hurt in that attack. Yeah.
So you say that other citizens came to your aid. Where was security? Where were the police? And how long did it take anybody from security to show up?
Yeah. If you see in the video, security, they were in the tarima. They just crossed their arms and didn't show up. And I will be honest, I don't blame you, because you know how many a security guard earn? $20 per hour. Probably they just want to dress the uniform and that's it.
So you're saying they don't get paid enough for that nonsense?
Yeah. I don't blame them for that, because if you see carefully the video, they were in the tarima. I always watch of them and I try to, hey, I need help.
And they just watched you and they just let it happen?
Until the citizens, good people, they stop everything, then they show up. Then they show up.
So this was for the final match in the World Cup.
Right.
So that being between Spain and
Argentina.
Argentina. I should have known that. I watched it myself. Between Spain and Argentina. Why did you show up with the Jerusalem flag that day?
Okay, as I told you, I just got new president in my country, my home country, Colombia, and he is restoring the relationship with Israel. And that week they have the decision to move the embassy to Jerusalem, the Colombian embassy to Jerusalem. In addition, Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi, he is supporting Argentina, the president Javier Milei, he is supporting Israel. Even I see in the social media too much hate because Messi has a picture in the Western Wall.
Yes.
And I say, well, the same colors, the flag is the same color. I support in Argentina, they are my neighbors, they are my country, we speak the same language. We are Latino America, America, united. And I bring my flag. I didn't believe that thing will happen to me. And I concern for many families, Jewish families, Christian families, families that if they think different than the LGBT mock or the Muslim community, they will be harassing. Because looks like, you know, LGBT and Muslim have nothing in common. Just the hate towards God, just the hate towards Jews, just the hate towards Christian families. It's a demonic alliance. And Canada need to wake up.
It's a long-known alliance. It's something that the last Shah of Iran called the unholy alliance of the red and the black, the communists and the Marxists, the far left and the Islamists. And it's something that we are seeing all too well in the West now as well, which is something you recognize. And you're not even Jewish, you're Christian, if I'm correct.
Yes,
right?
I am Latino Americano, Colombiano, Christian, but I support the Jewish people.
And your shirt here says Yeshua, which is Jesus' real name. And does it say the same there in Hebrew?
In Hebrew.
So I'm assuming that people who were attending here probably saw the Hebrew on your shirt before anything.
Yeah,
and that's why they...
Definitely they thought I was Jewish.
Yeah.
I just was attacked because not just the Jerusalem flag, it's because they thought I was Jewish since I show up just for these letters.
And even on your arm there, is that Hebrew as well? What does that say?
Yeah. I used to have satanic symbols before, but when I became Christian, I covered with the name of Jesus in Hebrew.
Yep.
That is Yeshua.
So it says Yeshua on your arm in Hebrew.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's really showing a beautiful alliance between Christians and Jews, which right now is something that the Islamists and the woke right, for lack of a better term, are kind of trying to sow division between Jews and Christians. Why is it so important for Christians to stand with the Jewish community right now?
I mean, the Jews looks like the whole world is hating them. And I see that in the Holy Bible say I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. The social media, the mainstream media promote hate towards the Jews because they want people to be cursed. And we as Christians, we support the Jews, but we still pray for the Palestinians. We pray for the Palestinians. We be there for their many Christian communities send food, send aids, send medicines to them. We are not here for war. We are here for love, for peace, to live in family, to live like the old days. I know, but now with the social media and with these communist leftist governments, they just want to divide the people, and this thing is becoming dangerous and dangerous. I hope Canada will be a point of awareness where people can live together, no matter your religion, no matter your background, with love, with respect, in shalom. Yeah.
And what do you think needs to change in Canada in order for that to happen?
I think the good people need to run to be politicians. Christians need to run to be politicians. Good Muslim, good Jewish, good people need to run to be politicians and change the policies. The leftists is putting fire in the mainstream media I will blame them for that, for the hate against Jews. The mainstream media, they are promoting that. They are promoting that. You know, when October 7 happened, the mainstream media was just covering like, oh, people is supporting Palestine in New York, in London, in the big capitals. You know, looks like they have everything planned. They didn't finish to recognize the body, and in the main cities of the world, many people supporting Palestine. That was engineered. That wasn't coincidence.
Yeah.
We have a common enemy, and it's the devil.
Any message for Canadians?
Okay. I have a first of all, I want to ask to forgive me, because the example of my Jesus, if somebody hit you in the one cheek, turn the other cheek. And you know, I defend myself, because when I see that guy with the head covering like the terrorists of Hamas, that image come to me, and I thought this is the final. But I know I got to be more peaceful. I am a father, husband. I love this country. I really love this country. I've been here 10 years, and I love this country. I love the fact that I can like fellowship with people from every nation. But Canadian people and people with good values need to stand up for truth. Start to running to have government positions when they will be able to change the policies, because looks like the police, they cannot act because the politicians just threaten them. It's something sinister happening when the shutdown, when the mandatory vaccinations, something sinister is happening, and Canada is still sleeping. The terrorists just terrifying me, but all these people around, they try to take me down. They just if you see the video carefully, they just pretend like you know, they don't want to show that themselves they are doing this thing. And over there, finally, I fall down, but I woke up quickly. And the Hamas guy tried to attack me. Probably he's a Hamas guy, because if you watch the carefully video, he was very concerned to cover his head. After I fell down to the floor with him, he just covered his hair, because I take...
So his main concern was covering his identity while he was attacking you.
Always. If you play the video slowly, and even looks like one guy, looks like they work as a team with a chair, just cover him, and then he disappeared from the scene. And one of the guys, one day I saw him harassing people because the Palestine team. I can send you a picture, because he always have a cat over here. I can send you a picture if you want to spot that guy, because probably is the solution that these people de-escalate, start to identify those people. We show our face, because we have nothing to fear. I call you to wake up, come back to church, come back to love and peace and shalom.
Deport this kind of behavior against regular Canadians. Deport Hamas supporters. Deport anybody who comes to this country and openly celebrates and supports a listed terrorist organization. If you agree, head to deporthamas.com and sign the petition. Please chip in for our expenses. If you can, deporthamas.com.